US Open 2019 5 other storylines you should be following on Saturday at Pebble Beach. Pebble Beach The first 2 days of the 119th US Open have been revelatory. Gary Woodland is, with 36 holes to play, though, there are still other storylines to keep an eye on. Here are 5 1. For the first 2, Pretenders or 3. Speaking of temper, 4. Nearly a decade ago, 5. You Can't Make One, related slideshow scenes from the US Open provided by Iman.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.